the world's oceans are still one of the least explored areas on the planet. More than 80% of this underwater area remains unmapped, unseen, and unexplored, according to the National Ocean Service of the United States. The 10 mysterious creatures that are now extinct are: Number 10. Mosasaurus has one of the longest necks of all the plesiosaurs, in terms of vertebra number. Mosasaurus was a massive dinosaur that was over 8 meters, 26 feet, tall. Like other plesiosaurs, it had a long, slender body with many vertebrae that allowed for flexible movement. On its underbelly, Mosasaurus possesses 2 sets of massive flippers. These may have allowed the plesiosaur to not only swim at high speeds, but also to stroll onto shorelines for brief periods of time. Mosasaurus was a predator with sharp, jagged teeth that allowed it to grab fish or squid. Number 9. SCP-169 is one of the largest and most deadly SCPs in the SCP Foundation's collection. It's a giant marine arthropod crustacean that has been dubbed the Leviathan by generations of sailors. Due to its magnitude, SCP-169, unlike prior dangerous SCPs kept by the Foundation, such as 682 and 049, cannot be contained. The beast is thought to be between 2,000 and 8,000 kilometers long. SCP-169 has been around since the Precambrian epoch. Number 8. Piku, like its piranha relatives, is a charasan fish, which means it belongs to the Characiformes order of Ptera. Ichthyologists give levels to these fish based on traits that occasionally overlap, which is a complicated and contentious process. DNA research has a tendency to confound rather than simplify species classification in a number of circumstances. At the end of the day, classifications are subjective. Piku, like piranha, is currently classified as a Serraslimidae family member. Serraslimidae, which means serrated salmon family, refers to the serrated keel that runs along the belly of these fish. Number 7. SCP-3000 is a huge, serpentine aquatic monster that resembles a giant moray eel in appearance, Gymnotrax javanicus. SCP-3000's actual dimensions are unclear, however it is estimated to be between 600 and 900 kilometers long. It has a head that is about 2.5 meters in diameter and a body that is up to 10 meters in diameter. As it eats its food, it excretes a black substance known as Y909, which the Foundation uses to make amnestics. Number 6. Blobfish are usually under 30 centimeters in length, 12 in. They live between 600 and 1,200 meters, 2,000 and 3,900 feet, below sea level, where the pressure is 60 to 120 times higher than at sea level, rendering gas bladders useless for buoyancy. Instead, the flesh of the blobfish is essentially a gelatinous substance with a density slightly lower than that of water, allowing it to float above the seafloor without expending energy on movement. Because it feeds on edible items that float in front of it, such as deep ocean crustaceans, the blobfish's lack of muscle is not a disadvantage. Number 5. SCP-835 appears to be a gigantic massive coral-like polyps weighing 8 tons. Individual polyps are larger than any other known coral species, with some reaching a diameter of almost a meter. The central mass is oval, with a large polyp at either end. SCP-835 is immobile and appears to rely on the massive tentacles protruding from the SCP-835 polyps to keep it anchored. These, too, are used for feeding and feature a sticky adhesive coating. The tentacles are also quite powerful, with evidence of them damaging plate steel. Number 4. Helicoprion is an extinct genus of shark-like eugeneodont fish. Almost all fossils are spirally structured clusters of an individual's teeth, known as tooth whorls, which were implanted in the lower jaw during life. As with other extinct cartilaginous fish, the skeleton is essentially unknown. From the Ciceralian Sardanskian stage to the Guadalupian Rhodian stage, Helicoprion fossils have been discovered over a 20 million year period in the Permian epoch. Number 3. SCP-3934 Marshall, Carter, and Dark LLP used anomalous procedures to develop SCP-3934, an amphibious reptile species. Plesiosaurus pygmaeus, commonly known as SCP-3934, is a plesiosaurus that develops to be just over half the size of other plesiosaurs, with adult males averaging 1.9 meters and adult females averaging 1.7 meters in length. Specimens eat both fish and aquatic plants and are omnivorous. Despite being generated in a unique manner, SCP-3934 instances lack any aberrant biological features or adaptations. Number 2. Leviathan was a type of whale that existed 12 to 13 million years ago. It was about the same size as a modern-day sperm whale, but its upper and lower jaws had teeth. Megalodon, a massive shark, lived with Leviathan, and the two were most likely top predators of their day. The name Leviathan is taken from the Hebrew spelling of the biblical monster Leviathan. Leviathan was given the name Leviathan until it was discovered that the name had already been applied to a mastodon species. Number 1. SCP-1128 is a massive aquatic predator that appears to anyone who is given a detailed description of the creature's appearance, whether through spoken, written descriptions or visual depictions. Individuals infected with SCP-1128 initially show no abnormal behavior, while some cases show a general aversion for activities that entail bodily immersion in water, like as bathing or swimming. If a person is completely submerged in water, regardless of the depth, they will vanish completely beneath the water's surface. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe to my channel.